I'm your captain. What up, YouTube? My name is Kenny Glick. How are you? YouTube, my name is Kenny Glick. I have been I have been trading since 1996. I want to show you how you can make more money in the stock market than ever thought imaginable. All you need to do is send me all of your money and maybe I'll send half of it back for this low. So, how you doing? Hope everybody's holiday was great. You've all relaxed and made it to this point. And here we are in the boring bull market that usually is this boring. Not much to do, but as a professional trader, when there's not much going on, you don't do much. You make the money and you take the money and then you go do something else. And today, really one of the easiest days to trade. You come in, market's actually red. That won't last. Buy something. So UVXY obviously immediately short. Q is immediately long. That worked. And then we had SE again, same trade. TTD again, same trade. Palantir again, same trade. Just buying the dip when they break VWAP, selling into the move, placing stops, and that's it. So once again, I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter and sweeter. My name's Kenny Glick. I've been trading since 1990. I've been making these videos since 2007. My original website was Suck My NASDAQ. Yes. My website now is called Hit the Bid. And I am the only one in the industry still who gives out free trials with no obligation, no credit card needed, no strings attached. I just want you to show up. You know why? Because I trade better. I'm like Joe DiMaggio. I'm the Joe DiMaggio of trading. You know why? You know what that reference is? When somebody said, Joe, why do you go all out every day? You seem like you care so much. You try so hard. And Joe replied, I never know when there is a new kid or a young boy or somebody who's never seen me before, and I'm there to put on a good show. And that's what I'm all about. So sometimes the day is boring. You might walk in, but you got to understand boring is a part of what we do. You got to understand the time that you're in the room. If you come and you show up at 1:35 on a Monday and all of our trades are done, the trades don't miraculously just appear because you just finally made it to the chat room. We're already 99% done with the day already. And it's, we were done with, I was done with the day at 10:15 and really 11:30 actually today. But our goal is to make a day's pay. This is our job, right? So what I do is I show you how to make that day's pay. It's not about giving you stock advice. I'm not a stock picker. I'm a chart picker. I don't know what any of these companies do, not even the companies that I own. I only own a few stocks, Palantir and Rambus and ARM right now. And if you wanted me to describe what these companies do, I don't even really know. Rambus and ARM are, I think, going to be the two biggest chip companies in the world 5 years from now. So I own them. And Palantir, nobody knows what they do. Data, cloud, AI. But I do know something. The CEO is all about anti-terrorism. And that's why I own the stock. And that's it. That's the only reason I own the stock. His software is basically described now as anti-terrorism applications. So Palantir is out there trying to kill terrorists. I'm all for it. So plus they're AI and I think they're all with the CIA. What's up? You're the last person who calls me Kroll. It's like two guys left, three maybe. But the reason I wanted to say hello today was that I'm probably getting together on Saturday. And if you don't know, through my career, I've worked for a variety of companies. And all of those companies don't exist anymore. And I still exist. There's a reason for it. I do things the right way. And what I've learned from working with other companies is how not to do those things. My original company, they used to do a 10-day class. They 10-day class. It was 5 hours a day, and then he made it into a weekly class, made it like 8 hours a day for $12,500. $12,500. And people were plopping this money down because they thought, all right, this is what I need to change my life. And I'm not saying it was a bad class, but it was too much information. You don't need to know about every style of technical analysis. You have to know a few, right? You don't need to know a lot of what they were teaching you, but they gave you all this information just to make it seem like you're getting a lot of information, and you were, but a lot of the information is wasteful. So you do day one, day two, you learned about software and platforms, and then order entry. You learned about spreads. And I mean, there was nothing they didn't cover, right? And I would do, well, let's say when it was a 10-day class, I would come on and on day 8 and do a 2 hours of the class. And my specialty was taking all this information and actually trading. So I would show order entry and I would describe how I would trade. And and it dawned on me, I was like, you know what? This is all you need. So instead of charging 12,500, I was like, why don't I just do the last section for $1,000, and I'll just take all this guy's business, because a lot of people would rather pay 1,000 for something than 12,500. And I condensed everything that he was showing you into one day. And then after you got done paying $12,500 after 10 days, you got access to the chat room. And that's where I was. I was the chat room moderator. And then all that stuff that you were supposed to learn, I was there to demonstrate it. And you got 3 months. And then after 3 months, they actually charged you for the chat room. After paying for 12,500, they charge you for the chat room. And then they would do side classes, like break off classes to hone your skill on certain things. They would charge you a couple $100 for that. Then if you were having a problem with your trading and you wanted to have some one-on-one with one of the traders at the company, they would call it trader analysis, and they would charge you for that too. So I was like, oh, I like all these ideas. I could do all this and charge one low fee, and that's where I'm at. And then I started saying, I was like, hey, you know what? Not only now do I not need the class, why don't I do the class live in the chat room? And that's what you're paying for. So everything I've done in my life has been an evolution of how I wanted to be treated in the industry if I was the end user trying to learn how to trade. I have it. Opulence achezit. I know exactly what you need. VWAP, and learn how to trade around price, learn the software, learn where to place your stops, and that's it. So in that, over those 10 days, I could do it all in 4 hours. All that chat room stuff. So now what do I do? I charge for the chat room and my time, and I give away the class for free. And I give away the trader analysis for free. I give everything away for free. And that's why I'm saying this today. If you're free on Saturday, I'm doing a class. This is a $600 class that I give away to my members. But because it's the holiday season, I'm going to let everybody come in for a couple hours. And it's going to be an eye-opening experience, because most of what we're going to do is we're going to talk about all the mistakes that all the Fazoons and all the machines and everybody that tried to trade for me, and they all had their unique way of blowing their accounts up. Again, remember, they all blew their accounts up. I had about 14 or 15 people attempt to be my clerk. Well, they promised they were going to be my clerk. And the reason they blew up is that they went on their own and did everything wrong. And then I had to either fire them or they just blew up their account or whatever it was. This latest person, it was as if they took the book. I wrote a book. Writing a book. Infinitesimally small balls, speaking of Kroll. And this is the handbook. Now, I call it the brochure because you don't need a book. Nobody learns how to trade from a book. It's a brochure. It's more of like a pamphlet. Do you have any light reading? Yes. How about this pamphlet from famous Jewish sports stars? It's light reading. And then it's just rinsing and repeating and doing the same thing over and over again. So I've compressed all that into just a short class. But what we're going to do this time is I'm going to go over all the crazy things that people have done in my account or in their accounts that I funded or whatever. And when you learn what not to do, right, you'll see that what to do is very, very small. VWAP trading, reversals, range break, reversals, range break up, range break down. It's basically the same trade over and over again. And it works. And if you just take that trade over an extended period of time and don't do any other things that I'm going to describe, all these people, how they blew up their accounts. And this last person was so delusional. I mean, it's as if I gave them 20 things not to do, right? And they say, oh, so I do all those things. No, don't do these 20 things. Oh, so do those 20 things? No, don't do those 20. So don't do those 20 things. They basically checked every box off and did all of them in one day, in 3 hours, and immediately blew up. It was the most, I'm still in shock about how it went down because it was as if they tried to say, I'm going to fuck with you for giving me this opportunity. It was as if they said, you know what? I can't wait till I go live just to fuck with Kenny. I'm going to do this wrong. I'm going to do that wrong. I'm going to get out of my entire trade at one price. I'm going to talk how well about I'm doing in my paper trading account. I'm going to get up from the desk without having orders on. I'm going to place all my trades all at one price. The only thing they didn't do wrong was trade an IPO and trade gold futures. You know why they didn't do those things? There was no IPO that day, and I guess they just forgot about gold futures. So there's a list of about 20 things never to do. They did 18, and the only reason they didn't hit everything because one is, I guess, we didn't have access to futures in the account. That's why they couldn't do that. And there was no IPOs that day. So what we're going to do for 3 or 4 hours is going to go over every trade that this person did and analyze why you shouldn't have done it. And then I'm going to read this delusional email that I was sent trying to describe how none of it was their fault and somehow trying to put the blame on me. It's as if I didn't go over the rules enough. It's the same day over and over again. You never sell anything all at one price. Ever heard that before? You don't trade on gut instinct. You don't put options in the account on a Friday. And well, if you come on Saturday, you'll hear the story because it got to the point where I'm like, no way this person's doing this not on purpose. Nobody could be this inept and just awful. Nobody could be this awful and delusional without trying. And it turns out they are. And it was as if, like, here, so let's say you got one of the major things never to do is buy a weekly option. Like, for instance, if today was Friday, you don't buy an option on a Friday that's going to expire that next week. Because as soon as you hold it over the weekend, you're losing money by just those 2 days. When you walk in on Monday morning, you're 2 days closer to expiration. It's the worst trade. Nobody should do it. It's gambling. And especially, why would you be doing it in my account? My account's only for day trading, earnings reversals with options. It's all I want anybody to do. And, obviously I've given up on the idea that there is anybody that's actually going to listen to me and do what I tell them. My son was the closest thing to somebody who actually listened to instructions. And if it wasn't for the 2 Carvana trades, he would have had a profitable month that month. But he let himself get a little distracted, didn't trade with stops on, and those 2 trades hurt him. But So we're going to go over this. And so what I'm saying is email me if you've never got anything free from me, if you've never experienced what I do, it's free. Come in Saturday, probably going to be 12 p.m. to 2, as long as my wife doesn't come up with something that I need to do. And we'll go over the dues. The dues are small. The dues are small. It's the same trade. Here's where you're buying it. This is where you place your stops, and then you sell into the moves, or you're shorting it. This is where your stops are, and you cover into the moves. It's the same trade over and over again. I don't have to keep teaching it. The things I need to keep teaching is what not to do, because that list is way longer than what to do. So I got to keep reminding people, don't ever get out of one trade at one price. Don't trade options on a Friday. Don't leave the desk without putting orders on. Scatter your stops. Even when you're selling for a loss, don't ever get out of your entire position at one price. There's rules. There's rules. You don't want to trade illiquid stocks. You don't want to trade stocks that are illiquid. You don't want to trade options on stocks that are illiquid, because the options are going to be even more illiquid. You don't want to hold overnights. And you don't want to look at a paper trading account and say to yourself, oh, if I'm making money paper trading, I must know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna be the best trader. That never works. Still. And I've been in the business now since the business started, right? I've been doing this my whole life, legitimately my whole life. Since day trading started, we watched the video today. If you want to see me, you could Google me. Since day trading started, I was day trading. It never existed before I started. So I was there on day one, and I'm still here. I know a little bit about the industry. So when I hear delusional traders talking about paper trading profits, I'm the guy that's going to tell you, you might want to calm down. Your paper trading profits are fake. Well, if I could do it in a paper trading account, I'll do it in real life. No, you won't. It's a lot different. The executions are completely different, and there's no fear involved. Wait till you have real executions and slippage. When stops get triggered, a lot of times they become market orders, right? And then you understand this, you have real fear and real fear of loss of money. It makes you do dumb things. You're not supposed to let emotion get into it, but it does. That's what makes you a delusional trader. That's why when people say, I'm doing really well on my paper trading account, great. That's to learn the software and the procedure, but it doesn't mean that you'd be making that money. Because let's say you did make $250 today paper trading. That probably would have been only $100 in real life because of slippage and not getting the print that you want. That's just the way it is. And there's two things I haven't met. I've never met a person who makes money trading Forex ever. I've never met anybody. Seriously, I've never met one person. I trade. What do you do for a living? I'm a Forex trader. I've never met that person. Personally, I know they're out there somewhere. I mean, somebody must make money trading Forex. I have never personally met anybody. And I've never met a trader that says, I'm kicking ass in my paper trading account, and as soon as I went live, I started making money. I've never met that person. I've seen 30 or 40 of them tell me that and then watch them blow up, because it gives you this false sense of accomplishment, this false sense that you know what you're doing. It's a reality check. So we're going to call Saturday reality check or something. And by the way, parlays, if anybody has my home address, and if you have the sense I might be putting on a parlay, come to my house and beat me. How many times do I say parlays don't work, right? And what am I doing? I'm taking my Jets money, or the Miami money, right? And I took that money and I said, you know what? I know I'm going to win this money, so I'm going to parlay it. I took Miami, New England, and Philly. And wouldn't you know it, the freaking Giants win the freaking game. All I needed them to do was lose. And they go ahead and win. What are they doing winning? But it ruined everything. Because I don't know. I just had, I had money line. I had But if I would have split them up individually, I would have came out ahead. But I gave back the Jets money because of the parlay, but against the Giants, and it just parlays stink. It's hard enough picking one game. I had everything tied into the freaking Giants game. But if you're betting against those Jets, baby, woo, free money. All right, I gotta go. And if anybody's in Manhattan on December 6th, there's a CMT event in Lower Manhattan. We'll be getting drunk on Stone Street. If you're in the hood, you want to swing by. Me and a group of nerdy chart market technicians will be hanging out, and should be fun. I think you got to pay for your own drinks. I'm not sure, but and then we got Vegas, we got the Super Bowl, and then we got another event, and then I'm launching something else. I got a new app coming out, and yeah, fun times. And one of the best parts about what we do is when you're with us, you can forget about whatever the hell's going on around you. You're focused on what we're doing, and that's what we do. And it's a nice escape for 8 or 9 hours from the toils of regular life. And if you're making a living at it and you're hanging out, we're having a good time, it's awesome. But right now we're in the talking about television stage of the day. Normally nobody's trading. Nobody is trading between 12 and 3 during a bull market. It's generally sideways consolidation, and then at 3 o'clock, it continues to go up. Nobody trades between 12 and 3 in a bull market. Volatility market, bear market, scary market, volatile market, up and down market, crazy market. Yeah, there's trading all day. This is boring because the market's basically just going up, consolidating, and going up. And there's really nothing to do during the day. Pre-market was cool. We had BDRX, CAPT. We had BDRX, CAPT, and what was the other one? If you want to take a look at these a lot, sometimes they wake up again at the end of the day. BDRX, CAPT. What was the other one? BDRX, CAPT. Shot keeps coming back. Actually, Shot's in play right now. Shot. What the hell was the other stock were you trading? Obviously, I didn't trade it myself because it would be on my P&L, but it was a really good one. And then it crashed. It was great. What was it? What was it? Where in the heck? It must have plummeted because Thar, she blows. How can I forget that? THAR, Thar, yar. Thar, she blows. Yeah, it's been slowly disintegrating ever since. Wow. My traders had this thing at 550 this morning, right? Yeah, this is the one around about 525. Yeah. 525. Now it's at 325. Typical pump and dump. But you keep an eye on these for later. If sometimes the pump gets pumped again later, and if they stay pumpy into the aftermarket, that's when you get pumpy squeezy, and it could be exciting. But usually now in this environment, I'm in the other room doing whatever I can do, not looking at the market. So I'm probably going to finish. If you haven't seen Dumb Money, it was pretty good. I'm back on Spartacus, Blood and Sand right now. So he's about to burn down the Ludus, Batiatus, and Spartacus and Crixus are calling me in the other room. You have a great day. Email me if you've never taken a trial. It's free. I do it the right way. It's free for 2 weeks. Guess what? I'm giving you 3 weeks. Nope. I'm giving you 3.5 weeks. Nope. I might even give you 4 weeks. I might give you the whole month of December for nothing because it's the holiday season and I'm a generous guy. And I certainly want to show you what I'm capable of doing. And hopefully you decide you want to stick around for 2024 and 2025. All right? That's the way it's done, and that's the way it shall be done forever. So let it be written. So let it be done. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Email me if you've never taken a shot if you came into the room. Kenny Glick at AOL.com. And while you're at it, why don't you Google me? I only have one. I finally found a bad review online about me, and it's the same guy. You know it. It's the same guy for 7 years. He's trying to bring me down for 7 years now. By the way, his one comment is Kenny sells things that are easily accessible for free online. It's true. It's true. I do. VWAP is accessible. It's the knowledge that I possess that you pay for. But his comment was that I sell things that are free and accessible online. It's true. VWAP is out there. Yeah. Multiple time frame VWAPs out there also. Thing is, I'm not selling that. I'm selling this, and I'm selling me, and I'm selling coaching, and I'm selling this idea that I'm going to be the one that tells you to your face that you probably might not want to be trading because I could smell you coming. And I'm going to tell you, you know what? This isn't for you. Your mindset's not right. Your money's not right. You're not right. And sometimes it hurts to hear the truth, but I'm the guy that's going to tell you the truth. I'd rather you not trade than think you're going to give me $1,000 and I'm going to just open your eyes to a whole world and it's going to change your life. It's so much more than that. If you're, some people are just not mentally fit to do this. Every tick is like agonizing. I can't unteach you fear. I could teach you how not try to tell you not to be afraid by learning price, but there are just some people not equipped to do this. All right. All right. All right. I'll see you in the room. Hopefully, I'll see you Saturday and for the next couple of years. See ya.